Hello, everybody. I think there's a few people in already. Hi. I thought I'd do a little live stream today. I don't do these very often, so hello. Hi, everyone. Yeah, welcome. So I don't do these often. I'm going to try and do more of them. The problem is my internet is pretty bad, so that's why I don't tend to do many. I think it's okay, so let me know how it is from your end. Is everything okay? Is the sound okay? Can you hear the game? Let me know all that kind of stuff. But what I thought we would do today is, I'm not going to be on long, maybe half an hour or so, just a little test, but we'll do a little bit in the German area. So we did put an episode up today. I don't know if anyone saw that so far, but I did this little beer stand over here. So this is the latest thing we've done, and the queue line to this. So yeah, let me know what you think we should do tonight. I'm thinking we start work on the building over here. And then that'll sort of finish off this area. So, yeah, let me know. Suggestions, please, if you can. I'm thinking just carrying on this kind of style. And I want this to be a restaurant. So that's what I think we'll make a start on here. So, yeah, any ideas? Let me know. So, let's make a start. I'm thinking we may match it to these kind of this building, the station building. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So we need the Bavarian set. So yeah, I think this one might be a good little base. It's not a massive space. That's the only problem. But I think if we can put a little bit of a quick service window there, it might work. Live stream is doing well so far. Thank you for that, David. Do some bumper cars themed to the Autobahn route. I was thinking that the issue is space. If I sort of zoom out, there isn't really anywhere left in Germany. Like, there's this tiny area, but my plan is to have a bridge over there that'll lead into the next country. So I don't think there's space for another ride. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. If you can think of anywhere else I could put it. I'm trying to keep this area clear because I want there to be a view across the water. Because obviously eventually all this is going to be countries around there. But I do like the idea of bumper cars. I don't know if we can maybe put that in one of the other countries. Yeah, I'm not sure. China, probably not next. I think the plan I've always had is to have China directly over the lake, like sort of over here. Your boy Julian, what's up, are you? Not much, just doing a little bit of work in World Discovery. Yeah, so China, I was thinking doing it over here. The Skyrider, ignore that. This will be going soon, for anybody who's wondering why there's an awful building there. That'll go. So yeah, I think China here. My big plan I've always had for China is a big sort of rock structure with maybe like a log flume or something going around it. I think that'll look really nice sort of there, and because it's directly opposite the entrance as you walk in, I think that will really be quite eye-catching up there. But I don't know, there's still quite a long way to go before we get to China. Oh god, right, so let's have a I'm in France. So let's go back to this little building. It's not going to be massive. When I say restaurant, it's only going to be a little quick service. But we don't have much space, so I think we just do a little bit of sort of a Bavarian building there, quick service, which will use the Professor Wurst and then just some little seating or something. Maybe you should add a small tower onto the side of the restaurant building, similar to the house for Jewel Alton Towers. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. This looks like a lot of fun. If you know how to start your park, I'm never happy with anything I build. Yeah, I've got like that before. To be fair, this is the third or fourth park I've tried to build. I never really finish parks. I get about halfway and then I get fed up and my inspiration goes. With this, I've got a clear end goal to sort of tie up all these countries. So hopefully we'll finish this one. That's the plan anyway. Very good at building in Planet Coaster. Thank you very much. I don't think I am personally, but thank you for that. There's much better people out there than me. I'm trying this build though. I am trying to be better. Yeah, because I'm not amazing. But yeah, I'm trying in this one. I do like the idea about the restaurant building similar to the House for Jewel. So anybody who's not sort of UK based probably won't know what that is. But it is the haunted house at Alton Towers. So it's kind of, I'm trying to picture it now. It has got a little sort of round tower at one side. Yeah, I like that idea actually. Let's do that in a second. So let's put this across here. I don't want this too high, so we don't need it to be massive. Do we do this as a window? I'm not sure. Possibly. My goal is making a realistic Busch Gardens park, or ends up quitting in a few months' time. So that's hard though. Busch Gardens, as in with animals and stuff as well. Because there seems to be a big thing at the moment. Everyone's doing safari parks, which is good. It's always been something I've wanted to do, but I just don't feel the pieces are really in the game yet. But yeah, Busch Gardens, a big task that is. Right, I'm trying to think of how the best thing to lay this out is, because maybe we do a fake interior. No, not that one. Let's do that one. And then we'll put a little fake interior there, and then have a little seating area out the front. And like I say, that tower idea we might put here. Should we do it as like a circle? I don't know. UK area, are you going to put in a Big Ben and Buckingham Palace? Probably not Buckingham Palace. I don't think I'll have the patience to build something that big, in all honesty. Big Ben, I think, is quite likely. Because I don't think it'd be that hard, and I'm saying that now before I've started building it, but I don't think it would. I mean, we've got a couple of the weenies in so far, like we've got the Eiffel Tower, which was a workshop piece. That was one I didn't make. We've got this Washington Monument and also the pyramid thing over there. So yeah, Big Ben would make sense. Right, what should we do the tower out of? Let's have a look. Not really animals, but like integrating the foliage in a way that looks natural. Busch Gardens has a lot of greenery. Yeah, that is true. It is quite open. I mean, it's been years since I've been, about 10 years, but I can vaguely remember it. Maybe this kind of castle. But yeah, I can see why you'd be struggling with that. It's a massive sort of task to take on, that is. Maybe out the front like that would work. Sam plays, hello, what's happening here? We are just doing a little bit of work on the German area. I thought I'd do it in a live stream because I don't do them very often. No, I don't think that fits, does it? So yeah, that's what we're doing. What I'm building is a little addition to the Germany area, and we're going to put in a quick service restaurant that'll have a fake interior. And I'm thinking some kind of little... See, I was going to do an outdoor seating, but I don't know if we'll fit that in now. Yeah, what we're doing is someone suggested maybe like the haunted house jewel building at Alton Towers, which has kind of got like a little castle. What is it called? Like a tower to one side. Fantasy castle wall. Yeah, I don't know which one to use. We can change the colour. I'm thinking that one. Is it too big? Would it be better if we use that one? Maybe that. Yeah, that might work a bit better actually, rather than having it circular. Might fit with the ball a little bit better, I think. Right. Let's have a look. What colour? It needs to kind of match the Bavarian style, doesn't it? So, do we want to go dark or do we want to go browns maybe? Yeah, browns could work. Possibly. Might look a bit weird, this. Let's try that out the front like that. I'm just testing this, by the way. This doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stay. I just want to see how it looks from... don't like that there. This is another reason why I don't often do live streams, because a lot of the time when I'm doing time lapses I can edit out all the bits where I make mistakes. Would that work? In that little corner there? I have another idea for the main ride in France. Do a dark ride where you take a tour through Paris. Sorry, not Palace. Yeah, I was thinking dark ride because there is quite a lot of space in France behind it, like loads of space on this back corner. It is something we could easily do because we've got this little garden section, so there's no harm in putting a dark ride in there. So yeah, and that's the luxury of having this kind of park. Is most of the countries aren't going to be limited to space. So yeah, we could put anything in. We could finish the park and then still add stuff once we've got it open and just put construction walls in and things. I don't know, something like that. Right, let's see. If we put loads of windows and stuff around this, it could work out quite well. Maybe put one more layer in. Don't want it too high, but I think that's probably not too bad. Let's have a look. Building a studios park based on of yours, as in my old studios park, the one that I kind of stopped doing. I really like that studios park actually. Again, like I mentioned at the start, I just kind of fell out of love with it and run out of inspiration. Like, I don't know if anyone actually was watching the channel back when I did the studios part. The last thing I did was like a sci-fi area, sci-fi coaster, and it was not very good. I really didn't like the sci-fi stuff, and I think that's what ruined the park. So that's why I kind of stopped doing it. But yeah, I might go back into it at some point. I'm not sure. For the roof, you could maybe make it a teal colour to help make it stand out somewhere as guests can go. Yeah, possibly. I don't know what to do with the roof. How big is this? Oh, that's absolutely tiny. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the roof. Does it want a tower like one of these? I think it probably does. Let's see. A roof. Are they in here or are they in towers? I can't remember. Yeah, it's these, isn't it? See, these are too small now, aren't they? So I need to make it... Would it be better if it was this size, do we think? And have it a smaller tower? I think it probably would. Yeah, let's do that. Mostly destroy everything we've just done. Yeah, let's destroy that. It's too big. Do we want circle or do we want this kind of like that one? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's keep it circle for the second. And then we'll see what we get. Is there any smaller ones of these? Is that the smaller one? How big's that? This is the problem with this thing. I can't really remember what's... Oh, that's smaller. Maybe that one. Have we got a small version of that? No? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I liked the idea at first, but now I'm struggling to actually do it. Unless... Hold on, let's go back a second. If we go let's just go down one height and see if we can just make our own roof. That might be better. That's too big. Go circular with the tower, maybe a little taller than it is. Yeah, possibly. That could work. Because that... Is this going to be... It looks a little bit squat at the moment, but do we want a kind of big roof on it? Something like that, possibly. Or, yeah, maybe circular. Should we try circular instead? That might fit better. Because we could maybe use this one. Oop. Possibly. I don't want to make it too high because, again, being this side of the area, I don't want it to overshadow the sort of lake, so I want to try and keep the bigger buildings over here. I think maybe that. I quite like the angledness of it. Is angledness a word? I have no idea. Yeah, maybe like that, possibly. I'll tell you what, I might change my entire idea of this. We could do a full interior of this Professor Worst. And literally have a little entrance and maybe have a couple lined up at the back. Yeah, let's do that. Right, let's do a second story. Maybe a different type of wall, actually. Like some kind of wood would be good. Do you have a pet? Yeah, I've got a few, actually. I've got 2 dogs. Max and Ochre. I have got various fish. 2 tanks full of fish, cold water and tropical. And I've also got a tortoise called Squirtle as well. So yeah, I've got quite a few pets. I've had cats and stuff over the years as well, but no longer with us, unfortunately. I wonder if we do a very small little wooden trim in the middle. Or maybe stone to match this. I'm not sure. The restaurant should have American and German foods. Yeah, we could do that. We might have space inside to do a couple of little outlets. Definitely going to be a Professor Worst in there. That could work. Put a bit of trim on it. And then have maybe one more bit type of wall above Bavarian again, and then put the roof on, possibly. Maybe switch the side of the tower to the other side so it's not as much in the way of the lake than the current wall, kind of window that overlooks the lake. That's not a bad idea. I mean, we could still do that, though, because we could just put the windows in this. I mean, I know I've enclosed it inside, but there's nothing to say we just don't get rid of these. Actually, that's even better, and that can be a little seating area. Yeah, should we do that instead and just keep this as like a little seating area out on the lake? And this could be a window here. Yeah, swap that for a window. There. I have 2 dogs, 7 snakes, 4 geckos, and 10 frogs. Wow, 7 snakes. I'm always intrigued by snakes. I like the concept of owning one, but I just don't think I'd risk it. Are they poisonous, or are they... yeah, are they safe? Geckos, yeah, I can see them. Definitely have them. Frogs, interesting. Wouldn't have them myself, but yeah, I can see the appeal. Could have some flags inside the tower. Inside, like, as decoration. Yeah, we could do that. Right, I'm thinking, like I say, back to the Bavarian, 1 second. The only problem with these is they're only full walls. There's no half. So if we put the last bit, it might make the building a bit too high. Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, no, we're not using that one. Garden snakes aren't dangerous, I think. Yeah, I don't think they are. I think they're the only really one, like the only ones we really get here in the UK, at least as much as I know. Maybe we get some pythons. I'm not sure. We sometimes get them at work, actually, because we've got quite a tropical environment, the place I work at. We do, yeah, get quite a lot of snakes sometimes. But yeah, I've not seen many in my time. Safe and easy, you just have to get the right type. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, let's say it's not something I couldn't see myself ever having. Same as spiders. I definitely couldn't have spiders. I'm not a fan of them at all. Pythons are more dangerous. Yeah, do we get pythons in Britain? I don't know if anyone knows. So I don't know much about that sort of stuff. Like I say, we definitely get grass snakes that are sort of, what are they, adders? Oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not a snake guy. Oh, I don't know now. Would that... Are we just making it too high because of this tower? Maybe we just end it at the wood. And try that, see if it's too high or too low. So I don't want it massive, this building. So let's try that, see what a roof looks like on there. What kind of roofs have we done so far? We've used like 2 different types of tile, so maybe this one, possibly. You can't aggravate pythons. Can't really? Have you tried? Surely you can do something to aggravate them. I don't know. Is that the type you've got? Pythons? Yeah, I don't know. It looks nice. Thank you, Sam. It's kind of getting there. I need to put a bit of trim on this or something. Japan could be after Germany. It could, actually. I was thinking Japan, because we don't want Japan and China next to each other for obvious reasons. It's not that, obviously, I don't want to be insensitive, but it's not the same style, but it's also quite similar. So yeah, I was thinking that. So yeah, we could do actually. We could put a little. This whole area here could be Japan. It's not a bad shout, that. So I have been struggling with what to do with the next one. This isn't permanent, by the way. I'm just testing to see how this looks. But it might turn out okay. Is that not the right roof there? No, it's not the right roof. That one. I want to see Italy. Yeah, Italy would be interesting. I'm not really sure what to do with Italy yet. That's why I've not really mentioned it much in this whole build, because it's a place I've never been to. Well, actually, most of these places I've never been to, but I don't know much about it, so I feel I'm going to struggle when it comes to that one. What am I doing here? Okay, there we go. Japan can be more like snowy and cold environment. Yeah, it could be actually. We could do like, well, I know we've just done a mountain, but yeah, we could do some hills, sort of snowy hills as like a back corner here, which could disguise a show building possibly for, I don't know, some kind of dart ride maybe, because we haven't got a dart ride over this side just yet. Maybe to help differentiate China and Japan a little more, you could focus on the ancient meets modern aspect that Japan has, and maybe give it a neon-ish aesthetic. Oh, so like sort of more like city centre type thing. Yeah, that could work. That's not a bad idea actually. Yeah, that's not bad, because then we could do. In fact, that would suit the sushi brand a little bit better. What is it, Hey Sushi or whatever it is? Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Italy can go between France and China. It could actually, yeah, that section. That's not a bad idea. Fill in here and then just start China up to this lake there. Yeah, that could work. Tower of Pisa. Oh, of course, yeah. Well, that's gonna be hard to make though. I don't know how we even attempt to start doing that with the pieces, because the building pieces are all grid, aren't they? So to have it at a sort of wonk would be difficult. Mount Fuji. Yeah, again, not a bad idea. That could work. Yeah, that could work actually. Depends. That's how we have just built the mountain in Germany. So if we did do that, I'd feel I'd want to move it away from that sort of, not, it's not a mountain, but you know what I mean. What I'm looking for here, I want some wood or trim or something to go in that section. England needs a coaster. Does it? Yeah, well, we could put a coaster in there. Racist? What's racist? What did I say? Did I say something racist? I'm sorry if I did. I didn't mean to. I thought I was okay. Yeah, England does need a coaster. Yeah, that could. We need a thrill coaster somewhere. So yeah, that could be the place we put that. I don't think there's going to be many in the park. Realistically, there wouldn't be that many of them. So yeah, one big thrill coaster could work. I don't know what you theme it to. Maybe just this wood could work. Don't know. Let's have a look. See how that looks on the angle. No, not a fan of that. Let's just try and put it straight up and see what it looks like. See, it's got this sort of edge bit to the wall set, but we can get around that. I'll just pulling it down, I suppose. Maybe use the Venice clock tower in Italy like Disney did. Is that what they did in Epcot? Like I say, it's been 10 years since I've been to Epcot, so I can't remember much, in all honesty. I meant to do a mega coaster. Oh yeah, it could do. No, I did. I forgot the phrase, but it's where you did it because you live there. Could be Hill Wooden Racer. Okay, what are you saying? You were being racist? Were you? I don't think anyone has been, to be honest. Yeah, don't worry. We're all good. We're all friends. Right, that. And then put a big one down to the bottom. Just to fill that side in. Possibly. Does this work? I don't even know. Let's try and put one over that side. What's it doing here? This is the problem with this game. Like, in the time lapses, I can hide this stuff, but look at that. It just makes building so difficult because everything's on a stupid grid. It's like tries to find the average between the two pieces, but when you're using two straight pieces like that, it really shouldn't do that. But never mind. That's the game. Broken. Okay. Right, what do we put across the top? Just a big piece of wood might work. Then we could do a kind of like similar design to this, but obviously with a different colour and different texture. I think it'll look quite well. Look quite good. Yeah, something like this might work. Possibly. One in the middle. Yeah. Let's have a look. Just trying to think of the best way of sort of doing these decorations. It could kind of work out there. I have to do like that. I can hear like a crow in the background because I think these are haunted house pieces, so it's yeah, it's making a bit of a noise. Does anyone think we'll see another DLC at any point? Because it's been a while since we've heard of any. I feel we might get one soon. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know if anyone's heard anything yet. I haven't. Okay. There we go. Do another carousel, but using the Grand Carousel in Britain. Yeah, I was thinking that. That was my only issue with this, because I started this part before Magnificent Rides came out. Yeah, I haven't been able to use the Grand Carousel, so yeah, I think that is definitely something we'll put in. Whether we do it in Britain or not, I'm not sure, but I think that probably fits the most. So yeah, we probably will do it in Britain. It's a nice, easy filler ride, isn't it? A little carousel. Easy to theme as well. And because it looks quite nice, I don't have to do a stupid building like I did on the one in America. Anyone who's not seen it, it's been a while ago. Oh god, what's happening here? Where is it? Yeah, that. It's such a little building, but that roof took me so long. Like, literally ages. It's all custom, that. But it shouldn't have took as long as it did. But yeah, it really did. It took ages. So yeah, we're not doing that on the Grand Carousel because we'll be there for weeks. I hope they had more flat rides. Husk Condor, please. Yeah, I think they need to flesh out the flat rides a bit. I know the game's called Planet Coaster, but we just keep getting loads of similar coasters now, I think. So I think, yeah, flats would be nice. If we do get a DLC, I hope we get a coaster that can go backwards or horizontal drop like 13 Expedition Everest. Yeah, that would be really good, actually. With a lot drop track sections or something like that. Yeah, that would be... Yeah, it's actually surprising why they haven't done that yet. It must just be a game limitation, which is why they haven't. Right, can we try and match that colour? Because I feel these are slightly off. It's more of a red, isn't it, than... That's a bit better. Yeah, slightly. Oh god, this new select thing's annoying me as well since the last update because it's all the buttons. Well, I'll say all the buttons. It changed to shift to select and control to deselect. I suppose that'd be the word. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read. Maybe they'll see that it's all about realism. Transfer tracks backstage. Yeah, that'd be good. I was hoping more people would put stuff like that on the Theme Maker's Toolkit. But obviously the issues with that at the moment is it's kind of broken still. So I don't know if many people are actually using it. Which is such a shame because the idea behind it's great, but it's just, yeah, it's a bit, it breaks your parks. I think it caused a lot of problems, but I don't know, we might get a fix for that soon. Would it have like a middle beam? Like that, possibly? Just made an A now, but no man, it's fine. It'll give me a easy way to center this thing because I'm struggling at the moment. Okay. Yeah, that could work. Are you sure you want to use the Skyride as your transportation? A train could work better because you can only have 2 stations in the Skyride. Yeah, to be honest, since I did that, since I put that in, I've decided against it completely. I just haven't taken it out yet. But yeah, I didn't realise you could only have the 2 stations when I first put that in. So yeah, we will get rid of that, I think, at some point. Well, definitely at some point. Maybe after we've done Germany. I don't know whether to put a boat ride just as a transportation ride around here with a couple of stops, just to give it a bit of movement on the water. Yeah, so that is not going to stay. Don't worry, that is going. He will add more stations. Yeah, I can't. That was my plan, is to add that all the way around the edge. But from the sounds of it, the current limitations with this ride, you can't add more. You just have sort of the drive shaft at one end and whatever they're called, I don't know. And it's just a loop, continuous loop. So yeah, until that's got more flexibility, we're not using it in here. But yeah, boat ride could be better. Yeah, I think it will. Someone actually suggested that on the comments, so it's their idea, not mine. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I don't understand why they don't do coasters track-wise. Let me explain. How do I personally would have done it? Make like 5 coaster types, each with different track. Yeah, that's the easy option. The problem is, though, is by doing it the way they have done, they can sell more DLC and make it seem like they're giving away more than they actually are. Because just think how many sort of coaster packs and times they've advertised, look, a brand new coaster coming to the game. So it's easy for them to reskin an existing coaster than make a new ride. Like flat rides and transport rides are all pretty custom for them to make, so I assume they will take a lot longer to do than just a reskin coaster. Because in theory, the tracks and the actual coaster builder are all pretty much the same, aren't they? So I bet they can knock them together quite well. Just a bit of new art style on the trains and stuff. So that's my theory on it. I think they're just easier to bang out a couple of coasters. But I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not really I've never done much. I've never done 3D sort of game development. I've done a bit of 2D stuff, but never something this scale. So that's just my theory. Right, how's this looking? Let's have a look from the bottom. I just wanted to give it a bit of texture up there to kind of have a little matching thread. Does that look too high? I don't know. No, I think it's all right. Boat ride sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I think that's the way forward with it. Really, I think that's the best thing we can do. I need one of those hanging coasters like the one at Europa Park Arthur. They're planning to add more stations. Okay, so this sky ride, I assume that means they're planning to add more stations. Yeah, those hanging coasters, they're weird. They are. They're like. Is there any more in the world, or is that the only one? Because I've not been to Europa Park, but I've seen it, and so I know the sort you mean. It's like. Oh, so how would you describe it? It's Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a track ride, like a track dark ride, but also it's got like coaster elements to it, but it's fully controllable on the rotation, isn't it, from what I've seen. So you can have like dark ride sections and like it's got like an outdoor bit where it's just track. So yeah, something like that would be quite good. I don't know if any of you guys are actually from the UK, but I did see something the other day. Portland Park are doing a massive expansion, I think next year, and I'm sure I saw somewhere that it's rumoured that they might be getting one of those. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but like I said, I did see it. So yeah, I don't know. I assume it's like, I guess it's like a Mac Rides exclusive thing, is it, the Arthur? Is that kind of what Europa Park, isn't it? It's like their showcase. This is what we can make. Which is pretty genius, to be fair. And it is a place on the list to go at some time in life, but as of yet, I haven't been. Let's put this on the top. You still have thrill ones like the RollerCoaster at Winter Wonderland. Oh, so there are other ones. Okay. I've not done Winter Wonderland either, so I'm a bit out of the loop with that. So yeah, I've not seen that one either. After they got the basics, the Omnimove ride for the Sky Ride, I wish they would update the 3-car ghost train with that. Yeah, that 3-car ghost train is a pain because it's probably easier now. You can sort the doors out. But I remember the last time I did a custom coaster was in the... where did we do one? It was on the pier. Yeah, Hysteria Pier Park. We did a ghost train. And it was absolute pain in the arse. Because the doors back then, you couldn't trigger. I mean, now you can do all the fancy stuff with times for opening the doors and stuff. I couldn't do that then. So yeah, the actual ride didn't fit through any of the doors that were built for the ride. So it was, yeah, a bit of an oversight, that one. So yeah, hopefully they will go back and update some bits. Really? Yeah, I don't really. What, Sam? Sorry, I must have answered something without thinking. I don't know what you're asking me. Sorry. Right. So yeah, let me know, guys, what you think about live streams, because like I said, I don't do them often, but is it something you'd like to see more of? Because if it is, I could maybe try and do some more this year. Now I know it kind of works. I was already on the assumption that my internet wasn't really capable, but it seems to be handling it quite well, so it could be something we do quite a lot. So let me know what you think. Spain could get a Mac launch coaster, possibly. Like what, Furious Baco at Portaventura? That's a launch coaster, isn't it? Is it Mac or is it B&M or is it something else? I can't remember. Again, been a few years since I've been to Portaventura as well. But yeah, that'd be good. Absolutely, I'd like to see more live streams. Live streams are awesome. Okay, yeah, okay, we'll do it. We'll I'll start doing some more. I potentially might try and figure out a day we can do them every week. Tuesday nights could be a good time, as my missus goes out to some event every Tuesday, so that would give me time to just be able to jump up here in the office and do some stuff. So that could work. I'm probably about this sort of time as well, maybe an hour earlier. I'm not sure. Could work. I'm just doing the queue for my Back to the Future coaster. Oh yeah, cool. What sort are you doing? I don't know if you saw the one I did in the Studios Park. God, ages ago that was. I spent an absolute age on that coaster. Oh, that's not right, is it? So yeah, are you doing a similar one to? Is it like a launch, or you just is it indoor or outdoor? Yeah, let me know what sort it is, and I will be interested to hear. So it's another one of the things, I think, because obviously the Back to the Future stuff is in the game. It lends itself really nice to doing coasters. It is a shame they haven't got any more IPs since they did them first DLCs, the Back to the Future, the Monsters, and what was the other one? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, whatever the other one was. And the thing I didn't realise till recently, I don't know, words. The Frontier did that game, that Disneyland Adventures. I don't know if anyone's been watching the episodes of that. But yeah, Frontier made that game. So they've obviously got some ties to Disney. So why have they never done like a Disney DLC? Imagine how cool that would be. I would pay so much money for a Disney official DLC, and I think so many people would. I can understand why they probably wouldn't, because they're quite not snobby, but they're quite particular, aren't they, with their brands? So it's probably the reason why, because people would just mess around with it and just make crazy stuff that they probably don't want people to see. But yeah, Disney DLC would be incredible, but it's never going to happen. Or even just a Disney version. Imagine like just a Disney spin-off, like Planet Coaster Disney. That'd be incredible as well. Make your own full Disney parks. We can dream, can't we? I ripped yours off, just adding in some extra special effects like plasma explosions. I've been watching the Disney series. Oh, cool. I'm glad someone's been watching it. Yeah, cool. Don't mind if you ripped it off. It turned out okay, mine. I'm sure yours will be better. It was one of them things where I had so many plans for it and ideas, and they just didn't come off as well as I'd hoped. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about a year or so back, we had a movie studio park that they did on. Yeah, I did on this channel. And one of the rides was an indoor Back to the Future launch coaster, kind of like an indoor dark ride. That honestly, the time lapse and the episodes that we put out don't kind of show how long it took me to get that right. It went through about 5 or 6 different versions of just the launch, and it still turned out pretty rubbish. So yeah, good luck with it, because it is hard. It really is hard to make it look decent in the game. Planet Coaster Disney expansion. Yeah, I hope it comes, but I don't see it. I'm going to do a part with themes from Alpine, Western, Chinese, Mayan, Arabic, Greek, Pirate, Nordic, German. Cool. Might as well. The themes are in the game. They're quite well flushed out as well, so it makes sense to use them. That's the only reason I did this park, is because there's so much stuff in the game now that you can link to most themes. There's pretty much something for everything, so yeah, it makes it quite easy to do something. Well, anything really. Like when it first launched, you were pretty set to the standard themes, but now you can kind of make any style, which is good. I watched the studios part. Oh, well, thank you. Again, not many people did. Well, I mean, they did. I mean, that kind of got us quite a lot of traction, that series. It was a big deal when that studios pack launched. But yeah, like I said, maybe one day we'll come back to it. I just got a bit fed up, if I'm being honest. But yeah, maybe one day we'll get back in there and just take out the sci-fi area that we did at the end, because that's where my inspiration died, if I'm being completely honest. I just didn't like it. Right, let's see if this is how easy this is going to be to just transfer in. About there. Okay, that'll do. That makes things easier. Oh, that's completely off. The old copy and paste there, you can't go wrong with it. There. I haven't had any screens. Yeah, I don't blame you. The screens are an absolute pain. They really are. Oh, we've got to go in more, don't we? That was the other bit that I had so many plans for using the screens in that ride, back in the Back to the Future one, and it just didn't happen. It didn't work anywhere near what I wanted it to do. And that is the issue with this game, is you can have the best intentions in the world, but when it comes to actually start trying to put the thing together, it just does not turn out anywhere what you wanted it to. And I don't know about anyone else, but the amount of time you can waste trying one thing, then it can kind of get obsessed to make it work, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. They gave us the ability to transport guests to all 4 parks and our hotels we build. Are we still talking about the Disney expansion? Yeah. So as in recreate an entire Disney World. Yeah, that'd be amazing. If only they could do it. And yeah, you can literally recreate Walt Disney World, build hotels, and transport the guests to and from. That would be amazing. It really would. I just can't see Disney allowing the license to be used, which is one of the only reasons I can imagine is why we didn't get the Jurassic World sort of content that everyone was expecting when Jurassic World Evolution came out. Because surely it would have made sense to do a Jurassic World easy add-on just for cross-promotion would have made sense, but it didn't materialise for whatever reason. So I can only imagine, again, it's licensing, as ultimately that is what everything comes down to in this day and age, which is such a shame, but yeah, that's just the world we live in. The Morocco section could have some rapids. Rapids is definitely something we're going to put in here. Morocco, that's not about, that could work really well, actually. That would suit quite well. That's going to be this side of the park as well, so it makes sense because we do have that water ride over here. So yeah, another water ride over this side would probably work quite well. Only annoyed that you can see some flashing lights from the other trains. This in your coaster? Yeah, that is the issue. And the light beams as well from the in-game lights travelling through buildings has always annoyed me, because even if you put the black walls, you can always see the beams coming out, and it's always been a pain, that has. I'm getting annoyed with the toolkit causing light. Yeah, that's why I've not been using it. It is just becoming borderline unplayable with the amount of stuff. If you put quite a lot of stuff in, I should say. Those windows look okay, I think. Maybe a big one on the front. In this park, currently, actually, the only thing we've got, which is theme makers, is this globe here, which is a 3D animated globe, which was made by Dead-Eyed Duck. Made that. And that's the only thing that in this park that I can remember that is Theme Maker's Toolkit. It had to go there. It fit the park so well. I don't understand how people are struggling with the toolkit. Well, as in using it or making stuff for it? Because making stuff for it, I had to play around. I don't know if anyone saw the stuff that we did when it released. I did a couple of signs. It just wasn't for me. It took too long to make anything relatively decent. So that's why I gave up. But yeah, I mean, if you're skilled in modelling, go for it. But it's definitely not something I can do. But I respect the people who can, because it's not easy. It really isn't. I'm leaving for lunch. Okay, thank you. Have a good lunch. Whatever you're having. Sandwich, I presume. It crashes the game. Yeah, it does. I think some people are still having that issue where it stays on the loading screen for ages and ages and ages at the start of the game. I've been lucky. I've never had that, but I know it's quite common for people that they are getting that. So yeah, I can imagine that is very frustrating if you are stuck on that Cobra screen. Like I said, I've been very lucky. It's never done it to me. I think I've only ever it stays on there for about 30 seconds, and then you get that little world man popping up. We can do that. It just needs some extra things. Disney expansion. Well, yeah, I suppose you could do it. You couldn't do it with officially licensed Disney stuff yet. But yeah, it's possible. Have you used the Horror Heights recently? Because I had problems with its timing every time I used it. So 1 minute it was perfect. The next test out saying that was another one. So anyone going back to the studio park, I put one of them. Well, I put two in. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, I put two of those in with the plan to make them identical, and yeah, I had exactly the same problem. The timing just is terrible. The doors don't work properly. It's so limiting with what you can do and how you can sort the drop profiles and stuff. It became so much of a problem. Again, it was another reason why I left the that park, because I just couldn't cope with it anymore. So yeah, that's another thing we'll probably get rid of if we ever go back to it, which I don't know if we ever will. But yeah, we'll see. Like the Efteling Rapids, I don't know if I've never been to Efteling. I'm trying to think now which one it is. I watch quite a lot of vlogs from theme parks, because I'm a bit of a theme park geek, if I'm being honest. But I can't picture the Efteling Rapids. What are they like? Give me some ideas and I might try and remember it. Using it doesn't crash the game, my game. Yeah, I don't think it does for everybody. Just for some reason, some people it just crashes, and you can't really recover from it, which is a shame. The Cobra screen is there for over 2 hours one time. Wow, really? That's terrible. I've never had it that bad at all. Crashes when I'm quitting the game. Oh yeah, mine does that sometimes. Oh, actually, talking about crashes, a save. We've not had a save for a while. Because occasionally I do get that that bug where you're using the select tool thing. You know the oh, you know what I mean. This thing. When you're using that and you're selecting loads of items and it can sometimes crash. I've not had it for a long time, but I have had it. So yeah, that's an absolute pain when that happens. Right, let's do a floor of some sort. Flat roof. What do we use over here? Do we use the stone? Do we keep it stone, or do we go something like marble or concrete? Maybe just no, concrete's a bit boring, isn't it? No, it's got a ridge. I wish there was an actual floors like section of the game. Floors would be nice. Wood. No, let's try the smooth concrete for now. See how that works. Let's go there and just see how this looks inside. You go through rocks and there are animals. Go through rocks and there are animals. Oh, what about the Efteling Rapids? Okay, has it got like weird fairy tale creatures in it, or am I completely getting the wrong thing here and thinking of somewhere else? But like I said, I've not been on it. Trying to remember back to vlogs I've seen from people. So yeah, I can't remember. Once I lost a whole part because the game crashed and became corrupt. Wow, that would be devastating. Luckily I've never had that. I've started backing up this park very, very recently for that kind of reason, because I know that's something that can happen, and I've seen that happen to a few people, and that must be absolutely awful if that happens. So what did it crash during a save? Is that how it got corrupted? There were haunted house tiles and board floor you could try. Like these. Yeah, these panels. Possibly, actually, we could use them. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's use them. Because they won't have this weird clipping issue here. Yeah. Let's try that. Oh, the bloody grid thing. Right, is that going to work? Yeah, it should do. No, see, that's not even on. Look at that. It's not even central, is it? I only dislike most studio parks as they only use the new rides. Grand Arches and some rides with IPs. Less of a studios park, then you need to build studio buildings. F Tavern has a lot of fairy tale. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Most parks they're pretty standard, aren't they? Studios parks. When you've been to one, you've kind of been to them all, really. But saying that, I mean, the IP is kind of what makes them. Without an IP, you'd kind of not go into a movie, are you? So in this game, it does make it difficult. That's why I used fake movies in mine. Obviously, other than Back to the Future. That was the only one we used in game because it's the only IP in the game which was a movie, if that makes sense. So yeah, all mine was sort of made up stuff. That happened to me when I was building Toy Story Land. It crashed and corrupt. Now rebuilding it. Oh, that must be really bad. Add a floor down, hold F while placing it down. Oh wait, does that do the snapping thing? Doesn't. It's not working. Hold on. Yeah, F's not working. Sorry. Sorry, I've got it leveled up now. I think we'll just use this. What country has been your favourite to build so far? Weirdly, Joe, this one. I think. I had a couple of weeks over Christmas where I'd just finished doing. I had a roof down. Yeah, sorry, yeah, because they're grid pieces there. They'll snap. Actually, I could add the roof and then snap it to that. We'll see how this gets on. If this doesn't work very well, we'll do that because it's going to end up clipping in this corner anyway. Yeah, so this, I was doing France around sort of Christmas time, and it just got nothing against the country. I love France. I go up there quite a lot, so it's definitely nothing against the country. I just couldn't really express it how I wanted to in the game. There was a few ideas I wanted to do, like having the drop tower in the Eiffel Tower and that kind of stuff, and none of the things I wanted to do worked. So I was getting a bit frustrated. It was around the time all the crashes started happening with the game as well, and I just got to a point where I was getting fed up of playing. So yeah, I had a couple of weeks break, and then I think because coming back into it, this was the area that I started doing, and I was like, okay, this is turning out quite well. So yeah, I'd probably say this one. Currently, there's still a long way to go. I think the reason I've been putting off doing these sort of Asian parks is because I'm really looking forward to using those sets because I've never used them. So yeah, I think China is going to hopefully turn out quite nice. But yeah, currently this one is my favourite country so far. What did I miss? Not much, to be honest. I'm taking it really slow. I do apologise. We've just put down a little bit of a floor, trying to make it a little wooden floor, and also just put some windows in. I might change these windows. These are just sort of a placeholder for now, but yeah, that's all we've done so far. We need to start doing this interior, don't we? I need ideas for my Star Wars Hoth base for my coaster. I don't think I'm the right person for ideas for that. I like Star Wars, but I'm very, very new, not new to it, but I've only very recently watched the new Star Wars, as in like the new, is it new trilogy? I don't know how many they've done so far. But yeah, I'm a bit out of it, to be honest. So yeah, sorry, I can't really give any tips on that. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I saved. When I went to save, the game froze, and it got working again. Started to save it, but then my game crashed and couldn't reload the park. Oh, that must be awful. Must be so devastating. Yeah, I can't imagine how bad that must be. I'm just appreciate how lucky I am to not ever have experienced that. But yeah, that must be awful to go through, especially if you put so much work in. Did you build United Kingdom yet? No, not yet. No, it's still something we need to work on. I don't know where it's going to go, so I haven't really got that far. But yeah, no, we haven't started working on that just yet. But yeah, we will do at some point. We'll get to it. I don't know when, but yeah, at some point. I need to try and line these up somehow. Don't know how this is going to work. It probably won't. To be fair, it's only a little bit of a corner. It probably won't work very well. I don't want that bloody Z fighting thing going on though. That just looks awful. That's a bit better. Don't worry, I've got it down. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, I just can't really help with Star Wars stuff. Sorry. Which is why I wouldn't even attempt to tackle anything in the game for that reason, because I don't know stuff enough. But there's quite a lot of good Star Wars stuff on the workshop, or at least there was last time I looked. Oh, what's it doing now? Just trying to get that little corner done. There we go. How's that look? Oh, that's like ass, isn't it? That looks awful. I mean, from a distance we see it. Yeah, that's bad. We'll cover it up with some tables or something. I need ideas for coaster types and where they could be in my new park. I just know that I'll put 7 or 8. Well, if you're putting that many in, to be fair, you can just, as long as it's a good variety, I don't think it really matters. You just want to obviously mix it up with the themes, don't you, and the types more than anything. But yeah, as long as you're not sort of duplicating the exact same. Oh no, not. Yeah, the exact same coaster everywhere. I think yeah, the variety is the spice of life, or whatever the saying is. Dead-Eye Duck has some good Star Wars stuff. Yeah, loads of. Well, I say he or she. Sorry, I don't know. Yeah, they have done some amazing stuff. Yeah, they actually contacted me on the Discord ages ago, which how I actually got to see how that that globe works. They actually sent me the. Oh God, I'm stuck in a building now. Yeah, he actually sent me the file for this, so I could look it over and see how it had all been made, which explains so much about the sort of texturing and things. But it's still, yeah, still far more than I can do. So like, if you look, it's like 2 layered. Like the clouds are a separate layer to the actual, what's it called? Earth, the mass. But yeah, it turned out really well. That did. So nice, so good. So yeah, some amazing stuff. And I think I will start using more of it once it stops crashing. There's lots of Hoff stuff. That's good. It's more going to be known for its theming, not the rides. Yeah, to be fair, that's kind of what I was going for with this park. Is I wanted to focus on the buildings and the theme more than anything else. The rides are kind of secondary, which is always been my view on Epcot. Like obviously Future World separate. We're not doing a Future World here, but if you take Future World out of the equation in Epcot, you do end up just having the World Showcase, which, yeah, really, it's not about the rides. So that's same kind of thing with this park. Is I didn't want there to be masses amount of focus on that. So yeah, I completely get that. Right, let's move this out of the way a little bit. I don't know whether this is going to go in the corner. I'm not sure. My idea is to have a little wall across here with the menu boards either side, and then just do seating there and there. Or do we do it at the back so we can put more than one food in there? I don't know. To be honest, Italy and Spain will be quite hard just because of the lack of building pieces. I'm definitely looking forward to the UK and Morocco, though. Yeah, Italy and Spain are going to be tricky. Another reason why I've kind of been putting off doing it, because like realistically, you've got what, like oh I thought we crashed then. I was gonna cry. Yeah, realistically, you've got World's Fair. Like Italy was what, just a few little random pieces. Maybe like a couple of walls. Spain, I think Spain's doable because a lot of other sets, like these roofs, you could probably get away with for Spain, even though they're sort of like Asian inspired, and then just sort of like brightly coloured walls. Again, this stuff you could get away with Spain, but yeah, Italy might be quite tricky. But yeah, we'll figure that out at some point. Not today though, because we're not doing that just yet. Right, Bavarian. It doesn't have a shop front, does it, Bavarian? So that's not going to work. Oh, it does. My bad, it does. Do we just... I think that way. Yeah, I think that might work. And then just cover it at the side with something. Like similar to what we did around the station might work. I won't do Giga because it will ruin the skyline of the park. But I can do a Intamin Mega Light. Yeah, you don't want to make them too high. That's the issue I'm going to have in this park. I think when it comes to doing a coaster, is getting that sort of height, but not having it overpowering everything else is really going to be tricky, especially in like this part where it's going to be all about the buildings and stuff. You don't want it to overshadow everything else. It's like I want the buildings to be the sort of the weenie in the park. Does that work? Kind of. Make park weenie. Building attractions with buildings. None of them go taller than the park weenie. Yeah, that's good advice. So then you've always got like a guide. I suppose that's why a lot of people do start with the sort of weenie in the middle. It's just hard coming up with something unique, isn't it? Because like most stuff is, I don't know, a castle or a mountain. It's hard to come up with something massive for the centre that's unique. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's it's tricky. What were we saying, right? A little cool with a plain colour like Shambhala. Just base it off real park like I'm basing mine off Disney parks. Yeah, I mean that's the best thing you can do really. Just take inspiration. I think is sound advice really. It looks very thingy, doesn't it? This. It's very repetitive. See if I can try and mix it up a bit by having. Ooh, actually, on a wonk could work. To give it a bit of texture. Does that work? I don't know. I'd love to see a custom park map when you're done with the park. Yeah, no, that could work. It'd take a bit of work to do it, but yeah, that's something I can probably try and knock together. Probably if and when I release the full thing on like Steam, it'd be worth doing that then. The base, and it looks poop. As in this base, or are we talking about... This did look... Yeah, this looked awful. I don't know if that's any better. It still looks kind of repetitive. I mean, it's a bit better. It kind of gives a bit of texture to the wall, doesn't it? I don't know. Nice sign across the top. A couple of menu boards might look better. Oh, Star Wars base. Sorry, yeah, I know, I get you now. I thought you meant the base of this wall. I was like, yeah, that does look awful, to be fair. Yeah, Star Wars base. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to start with that, if I'm being honest. Wouldn't have a clue. Right, what is this thing? Professor Worst. Massive. Oh god, everything! Look how big everything is. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna have to be that one then. Do we want it lit? I think we'd probably don't in here. I need to do some menu graphics for these, so we'll probably do that. Well, I'm not gonna do that on here. I'll do that off camera at some point. Okay. Menu screen. Let's use an actual screen, I think. So we've not really used many of them in this park. 4 is... yeah, it's way too big. 1's too small. 2 is just about right, I think. You go nicely on that little centre section there. Okay. It's a bit I always have fun with now. Let's just move it out a second. That one. The arrow is always in the way on this. So you can't see where the thing is. The ball joint thing. Okay. It's right on the edge, isn't it? That's annoying. It's fine, we'll just get there. Just have a little bit of realism to it. No one will ever see that, but we know it's there, don't we? Need to see Galaxy's Edge before building Star Wars in the game. Yeah, well, not long to go, is there? I mean, I think, what, the one in Disneyland is due in June, I think. And then Disney Studios, or Hollywood Studios, sorry, end of the year. So, yeah, not long to go. Oh, look at that, it's not even central. Let's bring it back up here. I'm going to Florida in September. So I'm pretty certain I'm missing Galaxy's Edge, even though it's 90% certain I'm going to miss it. Part of me is gutted that I'm not going to see it, but then part of me is a bit like, thank God I'm not going to be there for the crowds, because I imagine that opening at both parks is going to be absolutely horrendous. So yeah, in a way I'm kind of glad. I mean, in a few years' time I can go back and see it when there's not thousands and thousands of people around. But yeah, it would be nice to see it. What building set is Italian called Renaissance? Yeah, I made so many mistakes with those. I remember when I did my original look in the World's Fair pack, I made so many mistakes of getting all the countries mixed up, which it didn't bode well really for making this park, but yeah, you know. I have to go. Good stream. Hope you do more. Okay, thank you. Hopefully we'll do more. Thank you for stopping by, and hopefully see you next time. But yeah, we'll probably do some more soon. It's been good actually to get your guys' opinion on stuff we've been building. So yeah, amazing. So yeah, hopefully you can see the next one. Sam plays. If tonight I'm going to Disneyland Paris. Oh, amazing! I came back last month for Disneyland. I love Paris. It's amazing. Disneyland opens June. Disney World opens November. Yeah, so I'm just going to miss it then. So, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We can, I say, go back another time. Sean and Charlotte from Theme Park Worldwide are going to Disney World in September. Yeah, they are actually. Yeah, I do know Sean. I've met him. Well, he used to work at Alton Towers, and I also work at Alton Towers, so I know him through that connection. And also, I used to work with Alex Crump, who's in the videos quite a lot. So, yeah, I do know them quite well. I was actually going to go on a trip with them a few years ago. Alex asked me to go on a trip a few years ago, but I couldn't afford it at the time. So, yeah, I don't know what dates they're going, but I don't know him well enough to meet up. So, yeah, I'm not expecting to have like a proper meet-up in Disney with them. And because they're going on their own, I don't think that would be appropriate anyway. And it's just me and my missus going, so... if we're there at the same time, I might bump into him, try and get myself in another vlog. I've been in a couple of his vlogs in the background, supporting cast and all that. Build is looking good. Thank you. It's kind of getting there. It's taking a while, but yeah, I've been chatting to you guys, so I quite like it actually. It's nice and relaxed doing this sort of thing, isn't it? We just need to put some details in, but that's probably something we'll do actually off camera, and I'll probably put that into a time lapse. Renaissance seems French. I think that's what I confuse it with, being French. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I just know I messed up and made some terrible mistakes. Right, let's have a look at it from a distance. Let's see if we're happy with it. So we've got this little nice area here. I'm happy with these buildings. Kind of. Is it German? Looking at it now, I mean, I want to change the roof colour. I'm not happy with these windows. I don't know. Looking at it now, I'm not even sure if I like it. I don't know if I like the roof. I don't know. We might have to put some more up here. It's not amazing, is it? Advantage of being an annual pass holder to Disney World, getting early access to Galaxy's Edge. Oh, that is amazing. Do you live near Disney World then? Are you sort of a Floridian? It's my dream to live out there. I've been trying for years to get out there, but yeah, it's not going to happen. You should play City Skylines. I did for a little while actually. I did play when what was that expansion? Was it Park Life? Yeah, when that came out, I had a little go on it. I couldn't really get into it. I don't think I had enough mods, or the knowledge of the game was not there. So yeah, I kind of gave up. I did a couple of episodes on the channel that did terribly for views. I think they got awful views. So I kind of gave up on the game. But maybe at some point we'll get back into it. I just need more time. That's the only problem, is having a series like Planet Coaster and a series like City Skylines to take all my time, and I work full time as well as YouTube, so fitting it in would be a nightmare. Classical is French, Renaissance is Italian. Okay, fair enough. There you go. That's how you. There you go. That's fine. Right, I'm thinking this colour needs to change. It blends in a bit. That might make things look a little bit better on here. We go a bit darker with it. Oh, I don't know. I'll do a lighter. Maybe lighter, so it brings out this colour here, possibly. Floridian, yes. Oh, he's so lucky. He's so lucky. I wish I could... Oh, hold on. We may have crashed. I know I was just talking about it before. I may have just had a crash. That'll be annoying. I mean, we've not done that much since we saved, have we? We only did the floor inside, so it's not a big deal if not. But yeah, can you imagine if we do now? That's like literally the first time since Studios that I've had a crash. We'll give it a minute and see what happens, but yeah, it's not looking good. Oh, yeah, we've crashed, I think. Would you like to end the game now? Oh dear. Well, we've had a lovely crash. Right, hold on a sec. Let's get back in and see what we can do. Right, let's load it back up again. Give me 1 second. Let's put this on while I reload. I don't think we lost much. Like I said, we only did that floor, didn't we? Good job I saved, though. When I did, when we finished the building. I think we probably lost all that inside stuff, but that's fine. We can do that again. Last time I went to Disney World was 2014. I'm trying to think when I last went. It was, I think, 2008. So yeah, it's been a while since I've been. So yeah, even 2014, still a long, long time ago. Geez, make me feel like I live there even though I still need to get a plane. Wow, really? Wow. I need a name for my Hoff coaster. I no idea. Anyone else? I don't know. I don't know the references enough to give you any help with that. Okay, Planet Coaster's not opening, so I think we've got some issues going on here. It's doing like some kind of sync update thing. Yeah, it's not happening, is it? Let's play a bit of background music. There we go. Everyone's favourite. Okay, I'll keep trying to get on, but I might have to call that a day for this stream, and then we'll just have to recover the park, and I'll just redo what we've done in the last, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. It wasn't that long, was it? How long have we been on? Hour and a half. So yeah, that's not too bad actually. A bit longer than I thought we'd be on today. So yeah. That's going to have to do us, I think, everyone. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully, like I say, we'll do some more streams. Oh, wait, I've got a Planet Coaster one. Let's do that one. There we go. Yeah, hopefully we'll do some more streams soon. I'll try and put a regular schedule together so we can start doing stuff. Because it's cool to hang out with you lot, and then we can just sort of chill and talk about theme parks and stuff. So if you guys are up for that, I'm up for it as well. So yeah, I think we'll do that more regularly moving forwards. There'll be another episode from World Discovery in the next couple of days. So that'll be normal time lapse where I'm just sort of redoing what we've just done, and I'll show off that build hopefully when it's finished. So yeah, the stream looks like it's going red, so apologies if it's all blurry for you guys, but yeah, more streams. Yeah, I will do more streams. I'll promise I will. Now I know they kind of work. Yeah, we'll do more of those this year. So yeah, thank you ever so much, guys, for watching. More soon. But yeah, that's it for today. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. See you all later.